All right, guys, let's see how this feels. Hey, what's up guys? It's Foster and I just started at IAG Performance, and believe it or not, I get to go on a ride in their fully prepped drag car on my second day at the office. So I've never ridden in anything that's really high horsepower before, maybe about 350, 400 horsepower max. So I think this thing is gonna be an absolute blast. Let's see how this feels. All right, now that you guys have all laughed at me, fearing for my life in that ride along, let's back up a little bit and let's talk about who I am and what I'm gonna be doing here at IAG Performance. Well, my name is Foster, and like a lot of you guys, what got me into my passion for cars was my love for Subarus. Over the past decade, I've owned maybe 10 or more of them, and my last one was a 2015 XX. Now, since it was a daily driver, I didn't go too crazy with the mods, but I did have a lot of suspension and chassis mods on it, since I would occasionally take it out to some track days. And of course, I had a lot of cosmetic mods on it because I used to work at SubiSpeed. So some of you might recognize me from the YouTube content over there, but I'm really happy to be here at IAG Performance, where I can dive a little bit more into the performance side of Subarus. So speaking of performance Subarus, let's talk a little bit more about some of the mods that this has got. So if you guys have been watching our YouTube channel for a while, then you're probably familiar with our shop car, but if you're new to the YouTube channel, I'm gonna go over some of the IAG parts that it's got that make this car so fast. Starting out with our 1150 short block, this thing can handle, as the name states, up to 1150 horsepower, which should be more than enough for most people. As you can see where the passenger headlight would normally sit, there's a huge Garrett G42 1200 turbo. And then in terms of fueling, we've got IAG TGV housings with fuel rails. That's gonna be a total of 8 fuel injectors, both 2000 and 1300 cc. We've also got the IAG timing belt tensioner and the IAG drag catch can, as well as the IAG throttle body adapter for an 82mm Bosch throttle body. For engine management, it's got a Motec ECU, and it's tuned by our in-house tech named Tyler. And of course, it's tuned on an E90 ethanol tune to make maximum power. That's pretty much all the mods that I know about this car so far, since it's still my first week. But let's go ahead and hop in the interior and I'll show you what we got going on. One of the things that makes this STI so cool is it still more or less has a full stock interior. As you can see, it's got a working stereo in it, it's got a passenger seat, and then for safety mods, it's got an NHRA certified custom made roll cage, as well as 6-point harnesses, quick release steering wheel, and a fire suppression system. So in terms of all the gear you need to go drag racing, it's got it all. So underneath of the huge parachute on the back, there's some cool stuff going on with the drivetrain. It's got the IAG Ford 8.8 conversion kit going on, as well as some built axles to handle higher horsepower, lower control arms, coilovers, and then a Willwood brake kit front and rear to allow the car to fit a 15-inch wheel and tire. Now there's a whole bunch more stuff I could probably cover right now, but some of it's proprietary. I'm not really allowed to say all our secrets on camera, but yeah, pretty cool build. So it's the next day and I've got to wrap this video up, but before I do, I want to talk a little bit more about the type of content that you can expect to see on our YouTube channel. Now, obviously, when you think about IAG, you think about our built engine packages, and right now we're averaging somewhere between 10 to 12 a day. So what I want to do is I want to talk to some of the experts that we've got here on staff and show you guys a little bit more about what it takes to build a high-performance Subaru engine. Another thing I'm really excited to show you guys on the YouTube channel is some of the cool testing procedures we have here at IAG. We've got a Spintron as well as an engine dyno, and that's gonna simulate real world conditions so that when we release a product, we're sure it can handle the abuse that you guys are gonna put it through. not gonna lie, the thing that got me the most excited when I first started here was seeing that we have our own in-house dyno. So I'm definitely gonna be making a ton of dyno videos, and my goal is to try and showcase some of the power that our different engine packages make, and then we can play around with different mods and show you guys some real world results. Well, that pretty much does it for this video, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am for all the cool things that we're gonna be doing here at IAG, and we're gonna be posting a bunch of content of it on the YouTube channel. So obviously, if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're not gonna wanna miss out on any of this. In the meantime, we've got a bunch of these AOSs to ship out, so we gotta get to work, and I will see you guys in the next video.